still a little bit like, because New York, the air quality is like terrible, but I think I'm getting used to the germs now. Hi y'all, if you're new here, my name's Madeline. If you're not new here, my name is still Madeline. I was like, I'm gonna do some makeup or something and like actually look presentable, because I'm actually a really pretty girl and I wanted to look presentable on my YouTube for once, but it's not gonna happen. Hi, my name's Madeline. If you're new here, if you're not new here, my name is still Madeline, and today I just thought that I would do another little ranty thing because I'm pissed off about the fireworks. I'm pissed off about the Macys, specifically the Macys fireworks in New York City, and I will tell you why. So previously to this year, the Macys fireworks, which is the big fireworks show in New York City, took place to the north of the Brooklyn Bridge. Anybody north of the Brooklyn Bridge, there was all this space you could sit along the water and watch the fireworks go off for free, because it's the holiday of freedom and the fireworks should be free. No? Anyway, this year Macys decided that they were going to move the fireworks show, if you will, to south of the Brooklyn Bridge, where there's not as much space to view. So we were like, oh, and then they sold tickets for viewing areas that were like $50 to $200 a ticket. Yeah. So then they were like, there's a bunch of parks like south of the Brooklyn Bridge where you can, in theory, view the fireworks. So me and my two roommates, we were like, okay, we're gonna go. We live in Harlem, so it's like an hour on the subway. We're gonna go an hour on the subway with a little picnic blanket. We had a picnic, we had some drinks, we had some smokes. It was very good. We're gonna go to any of the park areas alongside the south of the Brooklyn Bridge, and we're gonna watch the fireworks show. It's probably gonna be packed, but whatever. So we get there. First of all, coming out of the subway station, I've never been more claustrophobic in my life. It's like walls, wall to wall, like this. Like, it's so hot. There's no AC in the subway station. I can't see the exit. I can't see behind me. It's a really narrow hallway. People are stepping on each other's feet trying to get out. Then we get out and we realize that we can't even get to the parks because people are sitting in the roads for probably like 2 miles, sitting down in the roads, picnic blankets, like person to person. It's the most packed thing I had ever seen in my life. Like, the roads were closed. There was closed, absolutely closed. On the sides, on the tops of like whatever. So we're like, okay, well, let's see if we can walk past all these people and get into the park. Well, guess what? The police had all of the parks closed. All the parks. You couldn't get into the park and you couldn't watch along the Brooklyn Bridge. Why? Because then you'll see the same show that everybody else just paid to stand along the Brooklyn Bridge for free. So all these people that are thinking that they're gonna see the Macys, fireworks show or whatever, we're waiting here for free. We have our drinks, we have our picnic, whatever. It gets to be 9:30, the fireworks, boom, we see a little tiny sliver up above the building and we hear it. That's it. They made sure that nobody without a paid ticket could see the fireworks show. First of all, how crazy is that? Because fireworks should be free. Second of all, that was the biggest FU ever. And then we're like trying to leave, right? And the wait to get into the subway station, not even for the subway, granted we're an hour on the subway away from home, not even to get onto the subway, and God knows all that whole long hallway. To get into the station, it was an hour and a half wait. I called an Uber. I couldn't do it. I paid for it. I was like, I'll pay for it. I'll call an Uber. And then we ended up seeing, like the fireworks that everybody else was setting off around, like along the city. And then we ended up going onto our roof and seeing like all the fireworks all around us. And it was like so much better than going to the freaking Macys chaos people mess. So next year I'm definitely just going to be going onto my roof because it saves a lot of trouble. But yeah, how insane is that? How insane is that? Anyway, it's super slow season for like dance things right now. It's super slow. I've been applying and I've been taking free work for my reel to as it's just been super slow right now. I feel like arts in general, I don't know, like everybody talks about there's so many opportunities in New York City and like this and that and the third, and yes, there are so many opportunities in New York, but a lot of them you're not going to find online. A lot of them you're not going to be able to like apply for. a lot of them is networking, and you just have to like know somebody. Like you just have to like get in with somebody. I'm really bad at that because I like, yeah, like I don't, like I talk to people and stuff, but I'm just like bad at like networking and like stuff because I don't really like to go out to the clubs. I don't really like to like do that. So like I network with people like at gigs. Do you know what I'm saying? But then I don't have like the biggest network. I don't know. I'm trying to get better on social media. Follow my Instagram. I'll link it down below. Yeah. But since I got my laptop, I have been holding myself to a very solid schedule of book writing. I'm talking like wake up in the morning and write. Okay, it's not always in the morning. Like sometimes it's like in the evening. So I guess it's not like a set schedule. But I've been writing every day, guys. I've been writing every day. And it feels really good to get something done. A lot of time like with freelance work, I'm like, oh my god, I have to be doing something at all times, so like I don't know what to do, and I never work on the things that I need to work on. So it's been really good to kind of get that done. Look out for some sample teasing chapters. Maybe I should do that, maybe I shouldn't do that, I don't know. My El Salvador vlog is part 2, will be up soon. And yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm writing about, I went on like a huge like 6-month backpacking trip last summer, so I'm writing about that. It's gonna be super good. It's kind of weird like being an author this day and age, or like trying to be an author, because it's like, girl, like why AI can write like really well. Yeah, I don't know, but I also like, I played around with like ChatGPT and like the AI tools a little bit. Like I would write a sample chapter, and then I would put like, I have my whole book written out like bullet points of events, and then I'm just like weaving them together and actually writing the book. So I tried just putting the bullet points into ChatGPT and being like, okay, write me a chapter from this, or like whatever. And like the chapters that they write, I did social experiments where like I read my chapter that I wrote, and then the I think it's GPT, I don't know, my chapter, and then the ChatGPT chapter to somebody, and I was like, okay, like which one do you like better? And like everybody always likes my chapter better because they're like, oh, it has more soul, it has more like humanity in it, it feels like, I don't know, just something about it. And I don't tell them that. I tell them that I wrote both. I don't tell them that ChatGPT. So that makes me very confident in the fact that like human writing can't necessarily be replaced. Like there's a little bit of a, I don't know, some sort of something in there, like soul, that like AI really can't replicate, because it's going off of patterns. And like if you have a unique brain and a unique perspective, which that's what I'm trying my book to be. Like my book, it is written very much in the way that I talk. So it's like, you know, like cursing and like weird, like, you know, here and there, and like ADHD, like mess. But I feel like throughout the entire novel, you really get to know my brain as a person. And my brain works very differently than a lot of people's that I've met. Not to be like a pick-me or like anything like that. Still different, no. But my brain does work differently than a lot of people that I've met. Not to say like I'm so different or like whatever, but I think it could give a really good, I don't know, just a really interesting insight into like the life of a creative person. I was always like, oh, how does your life, like, you know, how do you think, like, you know, I'm gonna show you. And I feel like AI is not able really to replicate that, so I think it's gonna be something really special. I don't know, I'm low-key trying to convince myself that like my job is okay with AI. And so I feel like everything can be turned into AI, and especially in the arts nowadays, I'm like, okay, you know, like I sit here for hours, like look at my walls. You can't really see it, but yeah, paintings. I sit here for hours and, you know, paint and stuff, and I'm like, AI can just like, you know, like give me an abstract painting, like make you an abstract painting. It's like, why do I do that? Or, you know, like dance, you know, it's like I could, you know, be dancing like in a commercial or something, and it's like AI like can do that, like actors, like AI can like make that, like, you know what I mean, like Google Vimo, VO3, whatever, AI video. So it's kind of scary, like being in not only an art field, but like in an entertainment field, and coming here with like, okay, like the only other thing I have going for me is like being a bartender, even though I have all of this creative stuff going for me. It's like, if AI replaces that, like I don't have like a freaking nursing degree like my sister does. Okay, well, like China has the first AI hospital with like AI doctors, so I guess they're not even safe. But it's like, if we all become AI and all the jobs become AI, like what are we gonna do? Like if the AI like takes all of our jobs, then we're all just gonna have like no money. And like AI, like I don't get it. I don't really understand what the goal is. But Either way, I do use ChatGPT. I'm not gonna lie, I use it to my advantage sometimes, because unfortunately we're living in a world where everybody's using it to their advantage. So if you don't use it, you low-key have a disadvantage. But hear me out, y'all. If you use it but not all the way, like if you're writing like an inquiry letter to somebody and you use ChatGPT, like, write me an inquiry letter to this person, and they write you an inquiry letter, and you like copy paste that inquiry letter like into an email and send it. That's a disadvantage. But if you write the inquiry letter yourself and then you put it into ChatGPT and say, edit and enhance this a little bit, and then you read it, make sure you like it better than your original, and then send it, that's an advantage. So I don't know, if you use it to your advantage and not to your, you know, downfall and like cognitive degradation, then like it's good for you. But if you use it, or can be good for humanity, do you know what I mean? But if you use it for like, I don't know, but then it's also going along the lines of like, it can make anybody sound polished, like their own ideas sound polished, right? So I could put like a bunch of like ideas into something, and like I have no way to sensically string the ideas together. That I put it into like AI or whatever, and then it will create like something that like, you know, makes sense out of like my nonsensical ideas. And that's not necessarily good either, because like then that individual is like literally nonsensical and it's making like, you know, something legitimate. I don't know. If you followed that, you followed that. If you didn't follow that, I'm not sure I even followed that, but there's some weird, sometimes I get like weird understandings, like I'm not even sure if I follow it, but like I understand it, you know what I mean? Yeah. But in any event, yeah, AI is both good and bad. I'm not gonna lie, therapy is very expensive and I don't have health insurance, so sometimes I use it for therapy, and it will like talk back to me, and like it kind of like knows my problems at this point. I don't know, it's not the best idea for therapy because it kind of tells you what you want to hear. Like it's made to like low-key please you. So if you're like, was I wrong in this situation, it'll be like you know, you were blatantly wrong. It'll be like, you were kind of wrong, here's where you could have, you know, done better, but like you're okay, you know what I mean? It's very comforting in that way, which could be not the best if you're like a psychopath. I don't know, but for me it's you know, I just got out of like a 5-year narcissistic abuse relationship, so it's been helping me work out a few things that I need worked out, like desperately, like kicks in my back, like please work out. That's how I feel about my life. I'm like, please work out. Please. Like I'm trying so hard, like give me something else to try. I don't know. I think the important thing is just trying different things every day. Like if this isn't working, you know, after a while, like give it a couple weeks, try it out. And if it isn't working, like, and you want to keep pursuing whatever you're pursuing in doing the thing that's not working, then you have to try something different and see if that works. And that might fail too, but you know, I think the only thing you can do is try different things. A lot of things in life seem super random because it's like people can try their whole life doing the wrong thing and work themselves to the bone and never be successful because they're doing the wrong thing. And then somebody can luckily just like do the right thing at the right time for the right audience, and like it works out for them. And they've like, you know, not tried nearly as hard. It's super weird how stuff works out. But work out. And I'm hoping that it works out for you too. Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit better with the air quality, guys. I stopped like as much. I'm still a little bit like because New York, the air quality is like terrible, but I think I'm getting used to the germs now, again for the second time, which is good to get used to the germs in your new area. I don't know. And then I'm like invincible. Like you can't kill me. What's that? Miss Keisha, I'm dead. I don't know, something. What was that? I'm something. You can't kill me. I'm dead. You can't kill me. What the? If you know what that is, please drop it down below in the chat, because like Miss Keisha. Oh my, she's dead. Maybe, I don't know. Or you can't kill me. Is that two different things? Please, if somebody's following my weird brain processes right now, please tell me if that's like one thing or two different things. I have no idea if it's one thing or two different things. Yeah, no. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I feel like I'm just rambling and 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 But I love you all. I love you all, and I'll be back with another ramble, so you can like listen to it while you like get ready and like not actually listen to me, because that's what I do with people. So yeah, love y'all. Subscribe, comment down below, like this video if you want to see more rants, or if you don't want to see more rants, let me know what you do want to see, or if you don't want to see any more of me, like fine, like just don't come back to my channel. Okay, much love. Shut up, Maddie.